All right, so here we see the beginning. That's state 1. It goes through this fading process. If we press the button, we will see that it switches to beat detection. So we have music playing right now, and it changes with the beat. Right now, because we have very low resistance, it's picking up a lot of noise. But if we change here, then we see it reflected in the LEDs that it's no longer just like picking up noise, and it's actually going with the beat. Yeah, there we go. So this is our second state, and it's a beat detection state. Third state, it stops on whatever was last, so it'll either be off or it'll be in a on state if we catch it. Yeah, like in that case, I caught it when it was on. So this cycles through, I believe, 7 different colors. So every time it detects a beat, it will do one of the colors, do the second color the next time, and so on and so forth. So it's cycling through RGB, yellow, orange, pink, and purple and white. Yeah, and then, so this is the other state, and then we can see, again, if we go over here, we'll go back to the fader state. All right, so the way we start is that we have an in from here. This can be any sort of music player, any music source. We could theoretically hook this up to a mic that has an aux in. So anything that could connect to an aux in, you can do there. And then that runs in through here where it's split left and right. So at that point, we also pull off current, or we pull off some voltage to feed out into here, which is also still left and right. And then this is, again, another audio jack that we can connect to any speaker, any headphones, anything at all. But then from here, what happens is that we have right and left, and then that goes through a 4-amplifier amplification process. Right gets amplified once and that's governed by how much the potentiometer here is moved. So as we can see, like if we pull it to full resistance or minimum resistance, it gets no amplification. If we put it to maximum resistance, it gets maximum amplification. A low pass filter, which ensures that we get the voltages that we're particularly interested in, which are the beats. So that happens for both sides. We see over here we have 4.7 microfarad capacitors. So then at this point, we have these 2 analog inputs, and these are being fed to the Arduino. The Arduino is then going to run some code and output that to LEDs. Another thing we should note at this point is that we have a third analog pin, and that's reading this button. The reason we have that is because when this is high, when there's some voltage going through that, the pin's gonna read that we've pressed the button, and it reacts. So if you hold it down, it won't change state again. But essentially, this changes state. But for it to change state, it needs to go back to low, and then you press again. So we have 3 states, but we can support as many as possible. And the states correspond to what the LEDs will do. All right, so the first thing that the algorithm does, well, we have a couple of different algorithms.